Has the Iran war reached American soil with a mysterious drone scare unfolding dangerously near President Trump's plane? Just days after alarming reports of Iranian drone threats targeting U.S. territory, panic grips Florida's coastal communities. Did the chaotic emergency response in Florida expose critical cracks in Trump's personal security apparatus under real pressure? F-16 fighters and helicopters scramble urgently over Palm Beach, even as the White House attempts to downplay the credible threat. A reported drone sighting near Air Force One initiated standard security protocols in Florida, according to reports. The incident occurred near Palm Beach Airport on March 29 while President Donald Trump remained on board the aircraft. A drone reportedly maneuvered in close proximity to airport boundaries, necessitating an immediate suspension of ground operations for arriving and departing flights. Authorities deployed helicopters to monitor and secure the surrounding airspace as a precautionary measure, per bulkhead seat reporting on Aviation communications. Passengers on a Delta Airlines flight received notifications that operations halted due to the nearby drone activity affecting restricted airspace management. The U.S. Secret Service contested this account when approached by Anadolu Agency, clarifying the sequence of events and response procedures. Officials maintained helicopter operations followed pre-approved flight plans rather than constituting reaction to identified security vulnerabilities. According to Secret Service statements, Air Force One and the President faced no credible threats throughout the duration of airport activities. Separately, F-16 fighter jets intercepted a civilian aircraft that penetrated temporary restricted airspace over Palm Beach during coordinated security operations. The intruding aircraft received safe escort from the zone, accompanied by flare deployment serving as standardized visual signaling to the pilot. Connection between this interception and the preceding drone observation remains unestablished pending further operational reviews and assessments. This episode follows recent FBI disclosures regarding Iranian aspirations to conduct drone operations targeting California infrastructure sites. Police departments across the U.S. West Coast have reportedly been placed on heightened alert, as authorities brace for what they describe as a credible threat linked to possible Iranian operations targeting American territory. The FBI now believes Tehran could attempt to launch armed drones directly from a vessel stationed somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, a covert maritime strategy designed to strike the U.S. mainland while evading early detection systems. The FBI alert as per sources to ABC News said, quote, "We recently acquired information that as of early February 2026, Iran allegedly aspired to conduct a surprise attack using unmanned aerial vehicles from an unidentified vessel off the coast of the United States homeland, specifically against unspecified targets in California, in the event that the U.S. conducted strikes against Iran." Unquote. Intelligence analysts believe this may be part of Tehran's larger plan of retaliation against both the United States and Israel, following their coordinated military assault that began on February 28, an operation that fundamentally altered the balance of the conflict. The attacks on that day claimed the life of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who was reportedly killed during the joint US-Israeli strikes, an event that sent political shockwaves through the region and beyond. Just days later, Khamenei's son, Mujtaba, was declared his successor, and under his leadership, Iran has dramatically intensified its campaign of revenge, directing an unrelenting wave of missile and drone strikes against enemy targets. Official reports indicate that Iran's latest missile launches have carried warheads weighing up to 1,000 kilograms, nearly double the 500 to 600 kilogram payloads it used earlier, signaling a clear effort to amplify destruction and psychological impact. Meanwhile, the United States remains deeply concerned over the potential threat of Iranian sleeper cells said to be embedded on American soil, raising fears of internal attacks timed to coincide with ongoing overseas operations. President Trump has publicly stated that he is fully aware of these Iranian sleeper networks operating inside the country, a revelation that has only heightened public anxiety as the war continues to escalate on multiple fronts.
President Trump, what have you heard about this bulletin that some law enforcement put out about a possible Iran revenge plot in California, where there would be some kind of a boat offshore launching drones towards the...
It's being investigated, but you have a lot of things happening. And all we can do is take them as they come. And the war itself is being prosecuted as well as anybody has ever seen. And this is other countries telling me too. Big countries, powerful countries, they said they've never seen anything like it. And they also agree with what I'm doing. They say it's an evil country, and it's been for 47 years that way.
And if they try to hit us back, have you been briefed about how many Iran sleeper cells there could be inside the U.S. right now?
I have been, and a lot of people came in through Biden with this stupid open border. But we know where most of them are. We've got our eye on all of them, I think.
Is it dozens?
They came in through the open border policies of Sleepy Joe Biden, one of the worst president in the history of our country. And we've got our eyes on all of them. But the war itself is being prosecuted at a level that nobody's seen before. It's pretty amazing to watch.
Intelligence sources have suggested that Iran may be preparing to employ a controversial Russian-style tactic, launching drones from off-radar cargo or oil ships positioned in international waters, far beyond conventional surveillance zones. This alleged strategy mirrors previous reports from 2025, when Russia was accused of striking European nations using a shadow fleet of disguised oil tankers that secretly carried and deployed armed drones under civilian cover. Emerging intelligence briefings now indicate that Moscow could be extending direct support to Iran, reportedly providing real-time reconnaissance data and targeting information to help Iranian forces pinpoint and strike U.S. military positions across the Middle East. We are in constant contact with the Iranian side and with the Iranian leadership. As President Vladimir Putin has said, Russia is always ready to do what it can to restore peace and stability in the region, unquote.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.